This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, the first name in men's below-the-waist grooming. Over 2 million men worldwide trust Manscaped's line of precision-engineered tools for their family jewels, and us three, we're no different. Think about all the ways that technology has advanced in the past, 15, 20 years. Now think of all the ways that men's grooming technology has advanced. You could count it all on 0 fingers. Doesn't it seem like we're overdue for an upgrade? If you're like me and you've been grooming your junk the same way since you hit puberty, then you're going to want to listen real good. Manscaped has released their Lawnmower 4.0 with 4th generation advanced skin-safe technology. It's still got those cutting-edge replaceable ceramic blades that are precision-engineered for maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. And also features a 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology so you can trim the boys in peace and quiet. That's what they used to call me in high school, quiet stroke. The Lawnmower 4.0 is also waterproof and rated to protect against immersion and up to 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes, which means you can shave with it, throw it in the pond, and be aerodynamic enough to go dive in and retrieve it. And it'll still work like a charm. Did we mention that this bad boy charges wirelessly with electromagnetic induction? Because it's got that too. Add up all that and more, and you've got the world's most obsessively engineered trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. We're partnering with Manscaped to make sure you've always got the right tools to look, smell, and feel your best. So support your boys on the internet and support your boys below the belt, and head to manscaped.com and use promo code WGG for 20% off plus free shipping. Once again, that promo code is WGG for 20% off at manscaped.com. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 234 of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Fight!
Hello all and welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. I am your host this evening, Crispy, the tallest and the lankiest, and still can't spell for the people that are wondering and can't read. If you tell by the ad read Manscaped, I'm so sorry. My eyes are dwindling. They're just deteriorating by the day. I am doing my best. But I can only do my best, but that wouldn't be enough if I didn't have these two on the podcast with me. First, we're going to throw it over to the man with the lobster shirt on, looking very handsome tonight, who's probably already taken a dozen beers for a ride. Papa Dom, what up, G?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
You know, I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you called it the shirt because it's officially shut. Oh my God. I've had 3 beers.
Talk.
It's officially summer. It's officially summer.
It is.
This weekend.
How am I the adult person here today?
It's officially summer. It's officially summer. I got tongue tied. It's officially summer. It's Memorial Day weekend this weekend.
True.
It's Friday Junior.
True.
Tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned, is officially summer. So I'm bringing the summer vibes with a lobster shirt. I'm glad that you called it out because when you think about your all-time, like your these like biblical stories. You got like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Mm-hmm. And then we have like the 3 of us, the original potty daddies.
True.
And this is going to be, as you may have read on wickedgoodgaming.com, as I indicated in our What is the Official Drink of the Summer
we could be like
blog.
We could be like the 3 degenerates of the bar top.
Yes, that's exactly it. We're the 3 in the Great Weave that will determine the summer. So the original potty daddies, the original jubilation fathers, the original, celebration poppies, and we have to usher in this new summer, this like the first summer in 2 years that anybody's ever actually celebrated on.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm bringing it in right now. I'm coming in full force. I might have to wear zesty shirts every single time that we do the show now. I might be digging myself a deep hole, but I'm gonna have to do my best to get out of it.
You have 3 too many buttons buttoned.
Fine.
One button undone for every
One
beer
for every
that
topic.
Yeah.
One for every topic.
All right, fine.
Or every beer you have, whatever makes the shirt come
I
out
would
first.
be naked already.
I'd
be naked
what
already.
we could do? We could get like, those little desk-sized inflatable hot tubs with like the palm tree on it.
Oh, yeah.
We could get one of those.
Yes.
And just put it in front of you.
Yeah. We got to do that. Let me switch the topic too.
We switch categories.
Dom said, add a little spice. Founding fathers of Fiesta. Thank you, Nora. Cut the shirts right now. I got to go. I got to go fire up Photoshop on my laptop.
Cut the shirts, cut the check. Dr. Bob, what up, pimp?
I'm doing pretty good. Another long fucking week at work. I'm really looking forward to never having to work in a hospital someday. If anyone from Dexerto is watching. But yeah, been a long fucking couple of weeks of work. Been super busy. But otherwise, I'm glad we have a nice long weekend coming up. I need a fucking break. And yeah, I'm due for a reset, basically.
Well, hopefully tonight is your reset, Bob. Every time I'm with you guys, it kind of feels like vacation.
Stop.
I wanted to kind of give like a backhanded insult there, but I couldn't think of one. It was too nice.
You just...
But I'm doing good, and I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be hosting tonight, feeling good.
100%. Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, of course. I'll do it once every 3 weeks. That's it.
Max.
That's it. That's all I can do. So we're feeling good tonight. Let's see how we were feeling this weekend with a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We lit!
Bob, kick us off. The world's most interesting man. What'd you get into this weekend? Anything crazy?
Holy fuck. What did I do this? I don't. Oh, I know what I did this weekend. I went to my buddy Danny's on Friday. I don't even remember what the fuck we watched. We watched something. I don't remember. Or this might have been last week. I don't remember.
Fuck
anymore.
knows.
I legitimately don't remember anymore. But Saturday, my buddy Borzy moved like literally. You know how I live 2 streets over?
Yeah.
He moved a street over.
Oh, damn. Getting the band back together?
So like legitimately, I live directly in between you and him. So Saturday night, him and Bags hit me up and they were like, "Hey, I just moved in down the street. You want to come, have a couple beers and watch the fights?" Went there for a couple of hours, came back, slept for like 16 hours straight. Sunday, watched Army of the Dead. And then Monday, jumped on the Down and From podcast with a bunch of the fellas, reviewed Army of the Dead. I hated it. I was going to
say, let's hear it.
I absolutely fucking hated it. I wasn't as hard on it right after I watched it. I thought it was a waste of 2 hours and 20 minutes of my life because it was 45 minutes too long. 45, maybe 50 minutes too long. But then when we started talking about it, something inside of me just it started revving up. And every single thing that we pointed out, it's a zombie movie that they tried to mix in a heist with, but it's just a little fucking sprinkling of a heist movie. You know how when you go to get a mimosa, it's like 99% champagne and then just a of orange juice? That was the heist.
Yeah.
But also, it was like a fucking family drama. They were just trying to put family drama and character drama into every part of it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
There would be one little action scene of like 45 seconds and then 25 minutes of family drama.
That was a Zack Snyder flick too, right?
Yeah, he comes off the Justice League, which is 4.5 hours long, okay? Maybe cut it down a little bit, Zach. If you're listening to me, Zach, you don't have to make these things 2.5 hours, Zach.
Was it Zach Baggins?
Yeah, no, Zack Snyder.
Zach Baggins?
I don't know who that is.
From Ghost Adventures?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Good guy.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, continue.
It was fucking...
I only watch Ghost Bounces.
Oh. Oh, shit.
It boiled my fucking blood when we were talking about it. And I'm so upset because it had so much potential to be like... So Zack Snyder did Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking S-tier zombie movie.
I didn't know he did that.
Yep. Revolutionized the modern day zombie movie for our generation.
That was the one in the mall, right?
Yeah. Huh. Revolutionary movie. Huh. Now he does Army of the Dead, and it's a fucking family drama. It's a fucking family drama. And it's so upsetting because it had such high potential to be like the next Zombieland or the next Dawn of the Dead. And it was neither.
Yeah, all the ads for that movie looked really good, and I was like, all right, Dave Bautista, would love to see you get your acting chops out there, get your little live auditions for Marcus Phoenix. And like I'm like, all right, it's in Vegas. It's like this super like neon, like hopefully fast paced.
Awesome environment for it too. Perfect environment for it.
Would love to like the premise seemed cool, and that sucks that the execution was so bad.
Literally, you trim out 45 minutes of fucking character drama. It's a perfectly serviceable zombie movie. But because it was 2 hours and 20 fucking minutes, too drawn out.
Not good.
Pacing was awful.
Not good.
It didn't work.
Not good.
Granted, there's a prequel animated series coming. It's supposed to be. I don't know. People are saying it should be good, but who the fuck knows? I'm not invested.
Not counting.
Also, my friend who watches anime watched the final season of Castlevania, Castlevania season 4, and he said that was a 10 out of 10 must watch. So if you haven't watched Castlevania, my friend who watches anime suggests it.
Juju, thank you for the sub, and JB, thank you for the sub. TP Poker, nice to see the face in here.
Oh, TP Poker, the GOAT. He's back.
The biggest mystery. Oh, what is this?
I thought Justice League Snyder Cut was so much better than the original. It was very entertaining. Stop complaining, you Gen Z, big baby. Ooh, it was too long. Boo hoo. Come on, pal.
I'm not complaining about Justice League. I'm complaining about Army of the Dead.
Yeah, it was about Army of the Dead.
I like the pal at the end. TP, welcome back. Dom, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Bob mentioned mimosas, which was great because I had about 17 of them on Saturday. So I had a bit of a whirlwind of a weekend. I have had two very important wedding-related events on the docket. Two of my very good friends are both getting married this year, one of which happened this previous weekend, and I was honored enough to be his co-best man. Gave a fire speech. Not going to toot my own horn, but, toot. However, it also coincided with another very good friend of mine's bachelor party. Both of them were in New York State. One of them was in the Hamptons, and one of them was in Manhattan. And now, wouldn't you know it, if you had to guess, how far would you think like Times Square and like the Hamptons are?
2.5 hours.
I would say like 5.
2.5 hours is the correct answer. Ding, ding, ding. 5 points for Bob. So
all we need is
do we have applause on there?
Do we?
No, I don't think we do.
So there we go. Yeah. So being the good friend that I am, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be there. So I fucking drove to a ferry to drive more to get to the Hamptons on Thursday. Drank my face off, rubbed some elbows with some really good people, met a lot of great guys down there. The very next morning, packed my shit up, took a bus at noon to Manhattan, fucking 2.5, 3 hours later. I'm in New York City, Times Square, bright light, city that never sleeps, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Definitely saw somebody shooting some H into his hand, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? We don't judge him. We don't judge him. We just love him. But I walked to Hell's Kitchen. Did not see a blind lawyer beating the shit out of any criminal. So kind of disappointing.
Could have been an off day.
He could have been
on vacation.
Could have been on vacation. You never know. Got some great pizza and then had an awesome wedding. My good friend Mike. Shout out to him. Gave a good wedding. Gave a good wedding at his speech. Gave a good speech at his wedding. Got to wear a tux, which was great. Never a bad thing. And that was great. So I took about a couple thousand drinks for a ride. That morning of his wedding, I was like, hey, we should get coffee. And by coffee, I mean 17 mimosas. And now they don't do this in the Puritan colony that is Wyoming, where we live and record this podcast. But they have bottomless mimosas. Yes. And so it's a fucking trap. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's a trap. So I wasn't like super hungry. I wasn't like starving, right? But I get to the restaurant, I pick up the menu, and it says bottomless mimosas, $26, with the purchase of an entree. Entree is like $12. Not bad. No. It's the price of one mimosa regularly. Yeah, the regular mimosa price was like $12. So I was all right, I need to eat something. I got a nice little, it was a short rib, eggs Benedict. Delicious. Beautiful. Nice and hearty, right? Pad the walls a little bit because I know I'm going to be drinking until 2 in the morning. So I'm like, everything from I factored it in, and I was like, all right, my third mimosa and on is a net loss for this place. I need to take them under.
I've told the story 100 times about how me, Mikey, Mark, and Sock literally changed the rules at a bottomless mimosa brunch place.
Right. And so the two of them, the groom, a little anxious, and believe me, I've been there. A little anxious, wasn't drinking a whole lot, was trying to like keep his wits about him. I feel that. One of the other grooms in there was not drinking as much as I was, but again, tough to compete with. So I was like, listen, I'm gonna do like 5 and just like see what happens. I'm gonna see how tingly we're feeling. And I'm like, I have to tie a bow tie later. I can't be blind. So that was great. Got my money's worth there. There was a belly dancer at the wedding.
I thought you were going to say at the brunch spot. I was going to say I got to go there.
No, dude, it was a belly dancer at the wedding. So I was not familiar with the bride's family's culture, and it was just an awesome experience. Absolutely fucking incredible people. We had the music change, and I was like, this is a little different. This isn't house music. This is not rap music. This is not R&B music. It's very, so a belly dancer comes out with like a chandelier on her head. I've never seen anything like this in my adult life or my young life. And next thing you know, I have all of these older guys slapping money into my hand, stacks of money. Like I just won a game show. And I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do to this? And they just saw me and my buddy give this unbelievable speech, and they push us both into the center of the dance floor with the groom, and we're making it rain on this belly dancer in the middle of the floor. My wife's watching an absolute fucking horror, petrified, looking at me just like, what on God's green earth is this? And it was great. It was just an absolutely legendary weekend, and it was great. But how was your weekend, Chris? I want to hear how yours was.
My weekend was very boring. I took it off from any sauce this weekend. I had to detox the body. I think I ended up like nursing a glass of wine on fucking Sunday night.
God bless you.
Dude, I was just like, I have to take the weekend off just because I've been drinking too much, and I felt like dog shit, anxiety's through the roof, laying in bed, staring at the walls. Like, yeah, I gotta chill out the body a little bit. So the buzz this weekend is gonna be biblical.
That's a fact.
It's gonna be sensational.
That's a fact, and that's because COVID is going to go away on Friday night.
Oh yeah,
at midnight.
Tomorrow at midnight, it's gone.
It's gone.
Disappears.
It's unbelievable.
Then Hot Boy Summer starts.
White Boy Summer.
Shout out Chet Hanks.
Chet, come on the show.
Come on the show.
No, I looked at our Instagram DMs the other day. Dom asked Chet Hanks to come on the show.
I DM'd Chet Hanks. I must have been blind. I DM'd Chet Hanks, and I was like, come on the podcast, talk about White Boy Summer. We love your music, Chet.
We love the movement, Chet. We can get down with that, Chet. All right, yeah, so that was my weekend. I'm happy to hear everyone had a great weekend, and we are just approaching another one. The weather's supposed to be shitty, but you're not going to let that stop your Memorial Day weekend.
Absolutely not.
But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the show, which is why everyone is here. Like I said, summer's here, right? And you know what you do in the summer? Well, if that's what you really get into.
I put on a bikini and go to a beach or sit in a hot tub or stand by the pool.
Yes, okay, and that's perfect. Honestly, you must know what the topic is.
Well, hold on, wait. Because I have a very different hobby. I like to actually just hang out near inflatable fruit and write my friends' names on them.
Okay, so this actually works out.
Does this topic also apply to me?
Yes, it does actually.
Oh,
Believe
shit.
it or not,
Okay.
it does.
Okay.
So in this wild world, inflatable pieces of fruits and pools match up, which is crazy. I never thought I'd say that in my life. So everyone who is on Twitch knows that the hot tub meta is a real fucking thing. People have their own thoughts on it, and that's not what we're here to talk about. But
I mean,
Twitch,
we have spoken ad nauseum about
Yes.
This is the 5th consecutive episode.
No.
We've talked about it far too much at this point, honestly.
Okay, well, Twitch put something out where they saw what people were talking about how people didn't like it and they're just chatting and how it was throwing off the just chatting category. So they came up with their own category for jacuzzis, hot tubs, pools, and beaches. And let me tell you, that category is a clusterfuck. It is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I have no problem with hot tub streams. I never did, never will. No big deal. But now no one can fucking say anything because it's in its own category. If you click to go into that category, you know what you're getting into. So there's no complaining that could ever happen now. My big thing is, Florida Man Fred, thank you for the sub, by the way. My big thing is, there's a lot of impersonation going on, which is the weirdest thing in the world. So Dom and I were sitting here yesterday. I think after you left, Bob, we're just kind of like shooting the shit. And we go into that category, and there is videos of people that it's clearly not, and they're just downloading people's VODs.
Yeah.
And playing the back. And there's these brain dead fucking morons
that are subbing.
who are subscribing and donating. Yeah. Like, brother, I'm so sorry. That's not Corinna Kopf. That's not her. There's no picture.
Dude, that's been ongoing though for like Shroud, Simple, all of the fucking huge earners on Twitch. People have just been re-uploading all of their old VODs, streaming it, and then taking donations while also linking to like real sketchy sites to get your information. It's been going on for years, honestly.
When we were like, kind of wrapping up yesterday, we were watching a couple of, just for research purposes, scrolling through the topic, just seeing what was on there. And sure enough, you saw like the same video like 3 times, and somebody fucking hit her with her with a Prime sub, and somebody in the chat was like, "No, don't do it, no." And like, I'm like, "Buddy, what are you doing in here? What are you doing here, baby?" And they're like, "Come on, no, I'm just trying to catch the replay. You know, you couldn't just go to their channel and watch the VOD."
Dude, people are so fucking dumb. It's amazing. I could have. There was
Like,
one
wow,
with-
sexy baby Gorgas coming.
Gorgas,
Show Bob.
Gorgas Bob, like donating $100. Like, oh my god, you drop your marker behind the whiteboard. Like, relax. Dial it
Give it a
back.
break.
So you shouldn't say that in the actual person
Wait,
stream.
did she actually drop the marker behind the whiteboard?
The person,
My brain
yes.
kind of stalled for a second, but yes, I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did, because that's after the fact she picked it up. But like, there's porn stars in that category that now stream now. Well, former porn stars. I apologize, former porn stars. But like, it's not them when the username is literally like Dave Jones 22.
It was like Tub
it's
Girl.
not me and Mo Calva, dude.
Yeah. Not Tub Girl 42069.
It's not them.
Shout out to Tub Girl.
So yeah, that'll be a quick one. But all I'm saying is they made their own category now, and now people have
can't wait to join.
no like to stand on with complaining, because that's what the category is.
You can mute the category, can't you?
I don't know if you could mute a
Probably.
category. You might
Or like
be
you
might
can.
be able to.
Yeah. A burger.
I still wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the future they do like a time gated, like, maturity content, listing like we talked about a couple of weeks ago. I think that's a legitimate possibility for Twitch, and I think that would probably benefit everybody in the end. Honestly, I think it would cause a lot of competition for like the edgier streamers as well as like the more explicit streamers. I think it would cause competition between them later on whenever that like mature time frame becomes open. But I think competition is good regardless. Two, I think it gives everybody like more avenues to just figure out what they want advertisement wise. Like 10 p.m. plus, that's where you get your Trojan ads. Everything before that, you don't get a Trojan ad. Granted, Trojan might be fucking throwing ads in anyway. It doesn't matter. But like, I still think that is a very viable option for Twitch in the future. And I wouldn't be, even with this new category, it wouldn't surprise me that like 3 months from now that happens.
Yeah. So here's a question. The whole thing that happened with Amaranth. So Amaranth actually got demonetized. For people that don't know, she is a streamer on Twitch partner, and she ended up getting demonetized, so ads cannot run on her channel anymore after the whole like hot tub thing.
Yeah.
And numbers came out after it, and she was making $500,000 a year just off of Twitch ads. So with Twitch cutting her advertising, she's now losing $500,000 a year. Granted, she's making that tenfold on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's like 2 more posts on OnlyFans a week.
Yeah. But like, so now that this category exists, do they pull that back and do they monetize her again?
Also, like Alinity said earlier this
Yeah.
week that like she makes on OnlyFans in like a month what like she would make on Twitch in like 10 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Insane.
So
Yeah, I mean, if it was me personally, like I'm considering making the OnlyFans now. I don't know who would pay for a guy that
there's a
looks
market
like,
for it. There's a market for it.
So a 6'4", see that brag, a bag of milk. You know what I mean? Nice eyes.
6'4", bag of milk.
Decent personality. Like I wouldn't want to talk in it though. I would just want to like show dick or something. Like I wouldn't want to talk.
I just want to show dick.
You know what I mean? Like I
You
don't
don't
want
have to make videos. You can just post pictures.
Oh, do you see what if I took my shirt off right now?
I've
Who's gonna
seen-
pay for that?
I've seen you with your shirt off.
I've seen melted
Think I
ice
look
cream
good?
cones before.
Yeah, you look fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's fucking
I
go,
don't- I don't
man.
think
Thanks,
you
Bob.
I don't think you look
My
terrible.
man. My man.
Look, I've seen worse. Okay, how about that?
Listen, skinny guys are played out. Get you a big boy this summer.
Yo, it's a fact. Yo, skinny fat is the new jacked.
You want to lay on a pile of remotes? Go ahead and you know what I mean. You
See,
go do that.
I've been operating with a 45-year-old like man, like dad frame who still goes to the gym once in a while. I've been operating with this for fucking 10 years.
Since you were 15.
Exactly.
You have the body of a dad who goes to the gym pretty frequently, but then gets McDonald's on the
Yeah,
way
exactly.
But then, and also,
It's a McFlurry on the way home.
and spends 80% of the time at the gym, like talking to the younger guys, like, yeah, back when I was varsity at Revere,
Wyoming
High School.
Look at this picture of me. Linebacker.
You want to see me throw this dumbbell over those mountains?
Oh, I could discus that thing straight over a school.
Unbelievable.
Don't appreciate all these subtweets, Ken said. Well, I mean, if you didn't look like a pile of remotes, then you know.
what are we gonna do? All right, so that's that does it for the segment of Not Another Hot Tub Podcast. So Don, Pete, thanks for the joke. Don, what do you got?
Not another hot tub. Yeah, thank you, Pete. You should lower his rent for that.
We're not going to get into this. We're in the same house. Watch him fucking comment. Watch his dumb little comment right now. Voch.
So I had two different things that I wanted to talk about. I guess I can save the other one till the end because I wanted to be like a little treat. But the rumor has it, thanks to whoever the mastermind is behind the Wicked Good Gaming Twitter, at Wicked Good Games on Twitter, that who sniped a tweet from Jason Schreier from what is he? Bloomberg now?
Yeah,
he writes for Bloomberg. Yeah. Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, who deleted.
Big ups to him for that fucking that.
No shit. Yeah, just boom.
I'm not a huge fan of his work, but some of his work I do like. I'm not a huge fan of some of his takes, but congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking
That's
leap.
a big
giant.
It's a big leap.
Big
Oh yeah,
fucking leap.
Absolutely. Not a friend of this program yet, but a friend of the Iron Lords podcast,
True.
who are friends of the program and friends in real life. So shout out to Cog and
I feel like
King
you're just
and
adding
Sovereign.
R's to words that don't have them for some reason. I feel like you're just adding R's to words.
Chris,
that
you
don't have
fucking
them.
miss letters in words every single episode for the last 234 episodes.
Chris, so, hold on. You mispronounced the word electromagnetic. Can you spell it for us?
That's easy.
Go ahead.
ELECTROMAGNETIC.
Wow, that's pretty good.
SUCKMYDICK. All one word.
So, anyway, Schreier posted or a reply to a tweet that was saying that the Switch Pro could be announced even as early as tonight. He later deleted it, but he was fucking, listen, if you try to run, you're only going to die tired when Chris is coming after you. And he got the screenshot already, reposted it on the Wicked Good Gaming Twitter. And you never know. I mean, we might see a Switch Pro announcement tonight. The Switch, for me, I've said it on the podcast before, is the best console that I've ever bought with my own money. It's my favorite console I've ever bought with my own money. I have traveled around with it worldwide. I have been on planes, trains, and fucking automobiles with it.
Golly.
I love it. I think it's the future of consoles. The fact that it has the console, the handheld and at home hybrid.
There's a rumor right now going on that Valve is working on a mobile.
Oh, the Ouya 2?
No, Ouya was developed by Android.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, we can run Steam. Wasn't there another like Steam box or something like that?
No, it was the Steam control. Well, no, there was a Steam box.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. There was a Steam box, but it lasted a whole 4 months, I think.
Yeah, fucking fourth time's a charm. The Steam
was
box, the
all it
Ouya,
All it was a fucking, it was just a small computer. That's all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was recent enough that we definitely have talked about it in the first like 10 or so episodes of the podcast.
Yes.
So the Switch Pro, or as I like to call it, the Super Nintendo Switch, what it's actually going to be called is probably the new Nintendo Switch, which is dumb as fuck, and they should keep it if it's
Why not the Super Switch?
Super Switch, but I like Super Nintendo Switch. Imagine the branding opportunities.
Well, so Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch, Super Nintendo. Yeah, that makes
Yeah, you know
works
what
out.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Super Nintendo Switch.
And they brought it up in an early meeting that they had for the new generation of Switch.
Mm-hmm.
They actually brought up Super Nintendo Switch, but there's been no words around like the actual name of it.
So my topic of discussion here is with the Super Nintendo Switch coming out, which is what it's going to be called. I fucking hope, please. It's coming out. It's going to be amidst the PS5 and Xbox Series X generation. Knowing what the Switch was in the PS4 and Xbox One generation, what should we expect from the Super Nintendo Switch? What do we hope it has? What do we not think it's going to have, but it would be nice? Like, what is it realistically going to have? Like, what do you guys want from it? You got a Switch, don't you?
Yeah.
So the three of us all have Switches. So what do we want from this new thing?
Updated internet, an updated Microsoft Windows
Yes.
version.
Yeah.
What was it? Windows 93? That's what it was that was running?
Was
their online model was like a Windows 93 model.
Oh, my God.
And that's why it was so fucking awful.
They should base it off Vista. Vista was great.
Yo. Windows XP, though?
Vista sucked. I'm being
Vista
completely
sucked.
sarcastic.
I mean,
XP was dope.
You need at minimum Windows 7 at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you release a Switch and the online model is Windows 93.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why everything's fucked online.
Yeah.
See, like personally, I would want more from the online standpoint where like it's not just a friends list. I want more. Like, granted, I know it's a little difficult to throw like voice in there.
Yeah.
But like if you're docked and you're on the TV, like why not have a party system like Xbox or something?
There's
like
no
that?
reason why they shouldn't have that. And their big reasoning behind that when the Switch first came out was, hey, we'll release the Nintendo Switch Online app so that you can chat with your friends on your phone, because a lot of people have their phones next to them while they're playing video
They
games.
shouldn't have to do that. It's
Which is
2021.
not a bad estimation, but it's like, I don't want to be on my phone. I want to have that fucking over there, and I want to play video games with my friends.
I think it's because
Here.
processing wise, it wouldn't be able to handle it.
Probably not.
There's
You're probably
no
right.
way. There's no way it would be able to run a modern day AAA video game and a voice application at the same time. There's no way.
Yeah, so just give me the same processing power as, I don't know, like the first Xbox,
Yeah.
which could do that and do it online.
Yeah. I'm
Just
sure
fine.
the Switch could do it. But like I think a lot of what Switch is like gearing up for, Nintendo's gearing up for, are a lot of big like high end ports to the Switch.
Yeah.
So obviously there's gonna be big like processor upgrades and like graphic upgrades and stuff like that. Because not for nothing, like a bunch of companies, like Bob was saying too, about the whole Valve handheld that's gonna be coming out or that they're working on right now. I can't name another company who's really like nailed the handheld like the Nintendo Switch.
Nobody has.
No one. So like now,
Sega Game Gear. It's the only thing I could think of.
And I wouldn't even say that they nailed it, but they
Well,
like
they definitely
it
didn't
lasted
nail
more
it.
than like a year.
Yeah, they didn't nail it, but it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it
But
was.
you needed 8 fucking AA batteries.
Yeah.
The thing would overheat. The batteries
Yeah.
would burn out in 45 minutes.
It was like-
worked though.
Nintendo, like PSP, the Dreamcast controller, and then Game Gear, and then 99,000 other spots, and then like every other fucking handheld that's ever existed. And that counts
The N Gear.
the N-Gage,
The N-Gage.
the Nokia
phone.
N-Gage,
Yeah.
which looked like a fucking banana peel.
so Reg has a good point too, which was what I was going to get into after that. Even if they have an upgraded Switch, the games still have to run on the original, and I agree with that. I'm going to tell you a different reason why than maybe what you're thinking of. Right now, buying a console is very, very difficult with like scalpers and resellers and stuff like that, and limited drops, limited supplies. If you put out games that are only going to be playable on the Super Nintendo Switch,
Yes.
like you're not, and you can't get your hands on it, you're shit out of luck for a year until like you can actually wait around, or you're going to buy one for $1,000 resale. Like I think that you have to make games that can play on the old Nintendo Switch. And I'm not saying like limit yourself so like people don't have to upgrade, but like I don't think the Switch is at that point now where you have to completely like, okay, this is now a fossil.
Yeah.
And you can't play new
but
games.
You know what they do with it? They do like what they did with the PlayStation 4 leap to the PlayStation 5, where it's like you get a PlayStation 4 version of the game. It caps out at like 720 to fucking 30 frames, you know?
Yeah.
But if you get a Switch Pro,
4K.
you could, I wouldn't go 4K. I would say like 1080p,
Wishful thinking.
maybe still 30
Yeah.
frames per second.
Yeah.
But like that, I think that is the only implementation, like system implementation they could do for it. Where it's like if you're gonna stretch a game across both of them,
Yeah.
the processing power on the original Switch is not gonna be able to handle something like fucking Cyberpunk.
At all.
So if you're gonna port Cyberpunk to the Pro, you're gonna have to like there's gonna have to be give and take between the versions, or not the versions, but like maybe you have it so it recognizes which firmware of the fucking Switch you're playing on, and then it gives you an optimized setting to play at.
I think that like in terms of my like laundry list, my list of demands for the Super Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to continue saying that until it becomes a reality, is one, I feel like this is the easiest thing to request is I want multiple colors. I want like more than 5 colors at launch.
They're cool colors.
Cool colors. You see that Apple just did that with the new iMacs. They're bringing that shit back.
Do it just like the Game Boy Color.
100%.
You have fucking 20 different colors.
Yeah,
You have some
100%.
see-through ones.
Just atomic purple. I'll buy 3 of them right now. Don't even fucking play with me.
allow people to mod them and stuff.
Yeah.
Nintendo would never let anybody mod their systems.
Well, no one like.
Well, like yeah, not with avoiding the warranty,
yeah,
but like
exactly.
Like people will.
I could have
do
paid
it,
somebody
you know?
on Facebook fucking 2 years ago to make my Switch atomic purple, but I didn't want to void the warranty. And I
you could get Joy-Cons on Etsy that are the same, but they're also like $85.
And they probably drift like a motherfucker.
oh my god, yeah.
in
So
transit.
multiple colors at launch. I do not think I want more than 2 fucking colors. There's always like anytime they release a console, it's like gray and navy blue or something like that, or like white and navy blue or something like that. I need 5 colors minimum. I want 4K compatibility. Again, this is just what I want. This is my list of demands. I don't know if it's going to be realistic. I want 4K compatibility. I want in line with the Switch, the Super Nintendo Switch being announced. I want a true virtual console to be announced. None of this fucking Nintendo Switch Online exclusive bullshit. I want to be able to. I will happily pay Nintendo again for Super Mario RPG on the goddamn Switch so that I can stream it. I want to play it and stream it, but I can't do that on my Super Nintendo because it barely works anymore and it smells like cigarettes, and I've never even smoked a cigarette in my house.
Technically, you're not allowed to stream Switch games without Nintendo's permission.
I will ask Nintendo.
That's like a legitimate thing that was brought up.
I'm on the email list
like a year ago, I think.
I got all the Golan emails. I'm good. I'll email the PR people.
I'm pretty sure that was like an actual issue because I think it might have been Breath of the Wild that came out and people were streaming it. And like Nintendo got real fucking mad and started.
Of course they do. Why would they want free promotion for their games?
Well, every streamer should have to pay a license to stream a game.
True.
Oh my god!
Remember that whole fucking controversy?
Bleed out of my eyes.
I mean, I think we should.
Well, what am I supposed to do when Mario Golf comes out and all I want to do is invite you guys over? We'll get a 30 rack. We'll put a polo and like a visor on and play Mario Golf in here and get hammered before we even finish 18 holes. That's all I want to do.
That would be so funny.
It'd be hilarious. You mean to tell me that if anybody's in the chat doesn't like that idea, please tell me so I can ban you.
Well, I mean, hold on. To start, before we did that, we would need to get a nice 55-inch TV for this wall right here.
I'll order it right now.
If anybody wants to donate to the 55-inch TV in the studio fund, please feel free.
My dog's starving. Please donate. I don't have a dog, but he would be starving.
Miller is eating really expensive science diet foods. He doesn't need any money, but we do for a TV, so... You know what I'm saying?
I wish gambling was legal around here, like the online casinos.
Man, it's too bad that we can't gamble.
No, like the online casinos. Like, because there's been people on Twitch that like get these ads where they get a free $2,000 to go on these online websites and like gamble, and then once they hit a certain threshold, they.
So what would you do 15 minutes later when you lose it all?
Cry. I don't know.
It's not your. The thing is, it's not your money. They give you the money to play it.
No. I know.
We could realistically, we could get a Counter-Strike sponsor and they could give me $3,000 to buy cases and make videos and sponsor their content. And I could open it. And if we hit anything big, that's money in the fucking pocket, dog.
Yeah, that's what the sites do. They give you the free whatever X $1,000. And once you get over a certain threshold bet, you get like the rest is profit.
Well, I suppose we're just going to have to go to our good friends at Deserto to sponsor our next endeavor, which is Hearthstone packs.
Hey, boys, going to need a couple grand.
I need somewhere between 3,000 and 70,000 Hearthstone packs. Mike, if you listening to this, and I know you are, just, you know what I'm saying, holla at your boy. Holla at your favorite chat.
Write it off as a business expense.
It is.
We're writing it off. We're writing it off, baby. But yeah, those are my list of demands. I feel like I'm not being unrealistic, and Joy-Cons that don't drift. That's all.
4K is 100% unrealistic.
You'll be playing hot potato with it if you're playing handheld. 4K.
You actually would, you literally would be.
Okay, 4K docked.
No way.
4K docked.
At
1080p, 60 frames per second handheld.
At most, you'll get 1440 docked. And then at most, you'll get 1080 handheld. There's no way it goes beyond.
All right, I'll fine.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way.
This is like Shark Tank, where it's like, best I can do is 1440. I'm like, you know what? That's fine.
Otherwise, the Pro or the Super Nintendo Switch would have to be...
I'll wear oven mitts.
It would have to cost like $500, I think.
I'll pay for it with oven mitts.
No, you would have to... The amount of pixels they would have to jam into that fucking thing just for that small screen to get it up to a fucking 4K resolution, that thing would cost like $500, $600.
I think it should have built-in air conditioning.
I don't think that's a horrible idea. It's never going to happen. I don't think it's a horrible idea.
Here's something I found out the other day. Air conditioners do not blow cold air into a place. They suck hot air out.
We found this out yesterday. When you were putting the fucking the window unit over here.
Wait, did you... What?
I thought it somehow was taking the air from outside and making it cold and blowing it in.
Oh, it can. I think that one actually does. I think that's what that actually does.
But the tube gets like really hot on it. So I feel like it's like sucking hot air.
Yeah, because it's centralizing all of the heat into that one location. That's why it gets so hot.
regardless.
Thermodynamics, Chris. That's how it works.
Electromagnetic.
Fucking North's just like, here we go.
So I legitimately don't think that's a horrible idea.
Thank you, Bob.
I used to have a PlayStation 2 controller
Talk to me, baby.
that had little fans.
Oh, little fans
on the grips.
Keep you from sweating.
I'll never forget that controller. For
Keep
the
you from
rest of my
sweating.
life.
100%.
Why can't
Mad
it have an
Pass,
AC in it?
It's not going to be an AC. It would be
Yeah, but
tiny
like-
little fans.
You know how like computers are water cooled and like
Only fans.
You can do that with like a handheld.
Nintendo only fans.
Nintendo
Ooh,
only fans.
Even better. So there's going to be little triggers on the side. You know the things that you get if you go to like Canopy Lake or like Water Country? The little fans, they go and it like spritzes water out. Have that with the Switch while you're playing. Just go.
You want to solve your console engineering problems? Call Wicked Good Gaming right now, 617-701-7678, and we'll come to you. Prestige Worldwide.
I am waiting for your call.
Wide. Sir, yeah, we're waiting by the phone for your call right now.
Investors?
Possibly you.
Dale.
So, yeah, that's all I want. Put a turbo button on it, put some handheld fans on it, and that's it. I feel like that's my whole list of demands.
I don't think the fans is that bad of an idea. It could help cool the system. I don't think it's that bad of an idea.
I know. I know. What do you...
Take it to the bank. Let's go to the patent office.
What do
Shut
you
the stream
wanna
off.
It's one system. If you put a couple of
The
fans
FBI's outside with a battering ram right now. Just
Actually,
FBI, open
I
up.
don't know. I think it would just be blowing out hot air, actually.
Well, that's what... No. Be sucking it out. So you have to play out the window. You have to hang it out the window. There's a window dock where you put something on the back and it slides and it like seals the window. You shut it down on it. So while you're playing your game, granted it might be... No, you have the Joy-Cons. You're not going to play like that.
open up.
Oh my God, it works perfectly too, because if you're taking the bus or something, you just open up the bus window.
Exactly.
Boom.
But like, you know how much of a...
you push it.
Bro, you'd be a fucking legend
You pull that
on the
little
bus.
red handle and you push.
Yeah, you just,
Bro, middle of the summer, everyone's dying on the bus. You just go, pull out the Nintendo Switch.
all the chicks
put it in the
jump on
window. Before you know it, everyone's standing there going, yeah.
it's just like all of the commercials from when the Switch was being released.
Yes.
It's just like people on a plane, everyone just like crowding around on the plane.
Watching them play Mario Kart, yeah.
But
Fall
then
off.
when you're on the plane, you crack the window and you put it in the
Perfect. Perfect. Yes, because the altitude, be nice and cold.
Yeah.
Nice and
Just
cold.
force it
See,
cold
there
air
you
into the
go.
plane.
You guys mind if I crack a window in here? It's going to be a little crazy. They go, yeah, don't worry about it. You playing Mario Kart? It's fucking...
Not anymore.
Oh, my God.
All right, so that's the wish and demands for the Nintendo Switch. I hope we get it tonight. It's probably a little too late for it now.
I don't know.
West Coast time. It could happen, but it's going to happen before E3, which is next week.
The thing with Nintendo is once they see a leak pop up, they just fucking shut down and then they'll just cancel everything for like...
Yeah, they're going to go, never mind, assholes.
Exactly.
We'll release it in August.
That's exactly... They do that every fucking time something leaks. They just say, you know what? Never mind.
I saw what those morons at Wicked Good Gaming tweeted. They got 8 likes on the tweet. We got to pull the fucking operation. I feel bad. I feel like I was watching Nate Shot yesterday. When he got the sexist temporary gaming is forever tattoo.
It really is.
Yeah, but he got in like 6 fucking size font.
Yeah, I know. But like for some reason, like no one caught that he actually flashed it on his thigh for a second. And me being the nut I am, I'm like, wait, I think that was it. So I screenshot it, like I zoom in.
Enhance.
And then at the end he was like, yeah, like I want to show you guys, but like I want it to be like a big announcement, like post the videos on my own. So I already had it up. And like I'm just like, do I take it down? I was like, fuck no.
No.
Let that shit ride. You made the mistake. I capitalized. I'm doing my goddamn job. Bob, you wanted to talk about the Call of Duty League, maybe some LAN type shit? What do you got?
Yeah, so over the weekend, there was a video circulating about some people at a Call of Duty LAN. I think it was in, Texas?
Yeah, it was in
Is that
Texas.
where it was? Yep. Of course it's in fucking
Texas.
Of course it's in fucking
Surprised
Texas.
it wasn't Florida.
I mean, there was probably there's probably going to be a LAN this weekend in Florida for Call of Duty.
God only knows what's going to happen now.
No idea who the teams were. Don't care. All I know is there was a lot of fucking chirping and a lot of people in fucking Hot Pocket shirts getting in a lot of people's faces.
Hot Pocket shirts.
And it was alarming because my gut reaction is there's an invisible line between the two tables that you're playing at.
Yep.
I'm playing here, my setup's here, your setup's on the other side of the table. There's an invisible line between us. Yep. We could talk over that line at each other. We could talk shit all we want. And at the end of the game, you enter GG, hit enter, and that's it. Okay? And then at the end, you could be like, hey, fuck you, idiot. But the moment you cross that invisible line and you get in somebody's face, that's a fucking elbow to the nose.
Yeah, not great.
Immediately. You don't get in. To be fair, there were also videos circulating of the team that it happened to doing the exact same thing to everybody else, all leading up to that. So, you get a little retribution, you get a little bit of your own fucking medicine coming back at you. And trust me, when you're doing it to someone and it comes back, it doesn't feel good.
No.
But again, the moment you cross that invisible line, if that was me, somebody gets in my face at that
Pause.
point, time stops.
Yeah,
right?
it's a quick time event all of a sudden.
Yep. And I'm hitting every fucking one like I'm playing Resident Evil 4 again. Every single time. There's no fucking world in which something like that happened 10 years ago and there wasn't a fucking fist thrown.
Oh, yeah.
No way. But now, this fucking generation of fucking softies has never been punched in the face before, and I've said it 1,000 fucking times. Everybody needs to be punched in the face at least once.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
100%. I've been rocked before.
Make it hockey
And I'll do it
rules.
again.
I got rocked in like 6th grade.
I've watched you rock yourself a couple of times.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
But make it hockey rules. The moment you cross that line, gloves off, let them fight.
Yep.
We'll see who's talking shit at the
Somebody
next
hits. Somebody hits the ground. It's like, all right, so let's
GG, get up.
let's break it up.
We're going to break real quick,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
That's it.
We'll be right back.
Cross the line, hockey rules. You fight. I promise you won't come back talking shit the next
No,
time.
100%.
Unless you do it like you did in fucking 90s, early 2000s hockey. Every team has one bruiser on their team.
Yeah.
Every team has one bruiser. It doesn't matter how good they are at the game.
That's why we have
that
you.
was a legitimate role in hockey. Like
Yeah, but enforcer.
yeah, the enforcer. That was a role in hockey where it's like always on the fourth line. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything of worth. But the moment somebody gets in the face of your star or your goalie, the enforcer comes out and buries them.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only that you got to have an enforcer on every team.
Yeah. So I agree with everything you just said. I understand like it's competition at the end of the day, passion comes in and all that shit, but like figure it out. You can't do stuff like that because think of it this way too. If you're competing at LANs, something in your brain says at one point in my life, I want to be at the top level in this game. You think any fucking organization is going to pick you up knowing that you're a loose cannon at a LAN in front of fucking...
Not even a loose cannon, but a
15
straight up
people.
fucking moron.
Yeah.
What tier of an event was that?
That's probably just like a open thing.
Like an open qualifier.
Like something on, not even that. I think it was just probably like a Facebook thing where they're just like, hey, sign up on the... I saw like
so
some of
much
the people from those teams were like arguing underneath the videos being like, this person started it, this person started... Like, I think it was... I can't remember the name of the account that posted the full video, which was like a minute and a half, which was like a montage of all these things of them going back and forth. But they were like, oh, these people started it. These people started it. They were talking shit. But at the same time, it's like, why would you even go and scream in somebody's face? Just let those people look like the assholes.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go pro eventually, you want to get your number called, you want to go and, go to the show, so to speak. And who knows, like these people could be incredibly good at Call of Duty, but you see somebody at, a major organization or even a minor organization who could pay them well and goes, yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to have this dude go and fucking scream in somebody's face the first chance he gets.
There's a fat fine when you get to that top level. You get a fine for fucking flipping. Like,
Yeah.
if they see a middle finger in the Call of Duty League, there's a fine per finger. And the fucking Crim 6 was literally in the camera going like this one day, and everyone was like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, they don't know. I didn't see the exact
100%.
number.
And it's like, hey, listen, this person is going to cost us more in fines than they are in their salary. And nope.
yeah,
We're not going to sign.
well, good.
And again, maybe these people don't care. Maybe it's more about like local clout and shit, and like that's totally fine. But okay, then that's great. Have fun doing that. I hope that you are proud and can tell your kids about that one day. But if you really want to, like, this is the internet age where like these videos live forever, and it gets picked up by a Call of Duty content account with 50,000, 500,000 followers, and all of a sudden that video goes down in infamy for anybody in that scene.
It's literally the semi-pro football league of New England, where I know 35 fucking people that play semi-professional football in football in New England.
I can go there and get on the team.
Dude, I've been asked to play on the fucking team. And I haven't played football in
walk
10
on.
years. I haven't played football in 10 fucking years, and I've been asked to play.
Have you guys heard about my knees?
Exactly. Yeah, what do you think? I'm going to fucking go risk it all to play
Yeah.
semi-pro football?
Yeah.
Well, just one tackle. He's done for the season.
Dude.
Sick tackle, though.
But that's what it is. It's all like, it's all people I used to see at the gym all the time. It's all fucking old, roided up firefighters and shit. It's all those people that just want that fucking local, like, celebrity status.
They want to go to that bar and talk the bartender's ear off, and she's gonna roll her eyes, and go like this, and they just go like, "Yeah, so there I was at the Call of Duty, at the Call of Duty regional quarterfinals for the Facebook, firefighters league or whatever."
Shop.
Yeah. The Eastern Wyoming Grand Championships, $200 grand prize. And I told this guy, listen, I'll fucking rock bottom you right now. And
then you know what I did, sweetheart? I clutched 2v1 after I cracked him. I was playing with 3 broken knuckles, sweetheart. And I still clutched up. They thought I had aimbot,
We didn't fight though, but if we did, you can imagine what it was going to be like. 2 hits, I hit him, he hits the floor.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I can't afford my tab though. I gotta go. If you guys wouldn't mind,
You guys got any dishes?
you guys got me. Can I Venmo you? Because I don't have cash. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah, well, I like I said, I get the
just play video games.
I get the passion, and sometimes shit comes over you where you really can't control yourself. But in a situation like that, you gotta be better.
Be a pro.
That can't happen.
like-
It's just a bad fucking look.
In high school, like growing up, Chris, we fucking talk shit to everybody in sports.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. It didn't matter. We could be losing and we'd still be talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing was, our teams could fucking back it up. That was the thing. Like, if we're talking shit, we could back it up. But playing on a fucking LAN, if I'm playing with like fucking 4 other people in a Counter-Strike LAN, like an open qualifier or something, I'm probably not going to be talking shit just because I don't want to have to fight 5 people.
I just want to play. Like, if
Yeah.
I lose, so be it. And I'm not saying, like, don't be competitive, right? Like, care about
Yeah,
what
be
you're doing.
competitive,
But I
100%.
saw someone post that, like, one of the dudes that won, who, like, jumped up after, ended up knocking a monitor over, and the monitor just fell face down. And someone wrote under, like, yeah, like, the winnings that they probably made from this event are all gone now because that monitor probably cost what they just
Yeah,
won.
100%. 100%. And like, don't get me wrong. Like, be passionate. You know what I mean? Like, you could even like scream over the computer and be like, dude, like fucking, whatever. But like, don't let this jeopardize like shit for the future.
Yeah. And it did. And it's done.
Don't let this stuff don't let this shit get to your head and think that you're bigger than you actually are. We've talked about it a billion times how there's people on the internet, even your most favorite streamers on the internet, are absolute fucking nobodies, and even their local coffee shop. And like, don't let this stuff go to your head and think you're like the biggest tough guy in the world just because you clutched a 2v1 in a COD tournament that nobody would have heard about if your buddy wasn't filming it via cell phone where nobody fought.
Well, the thing is, like, now, even at the fucking highest levels of professional esports, like, you see storylines like that all the time, where someone like Config on Complexity in Counter-Strike, he was notoriously known as, like, a very toxic, like, negative person to have on a team.
Yeah.
And then, he joins a very notable org or a project that has some notoriety behind it, comes out fucking swinging.
Yeah.
They have the caliber, they have the firepower that they want. I think they're probably within the top 15 at this point right now. But like, there's legitimate reform that comes from something like that. After like having X amount of years of like that stigma behind you, of negative attitude, toxicity, stemming behind you the whole time, it makes it that much more difficult to excel further in the career you want to fucking pursue.
T1. T1 was like that with League.
Yeah, but I genuinely believe that's like 95% an act. I think if you were to meet him in person, he would probably be more of a like down to earth person.
Yeah, nice dude.
Yeah, legitimately.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting like. I saw a lot of responses to that being like, "Oh, if you don't like this, like, then you're not like a competitor because it's all about being passionate and like this is what the scene needs." And we've said it before on the show that like we want to see people scream and yell and jump around and talk shit, and like that's totally fine. But if you're gonna jump in if you're gonna get nose to nose with somebody, you better be ready to either swing or get swung on. Yeah. There's no reason to do that shit. By all means, fucking jump around and scream and hype your boys up and fucking chest bump somebody into the fucking wall because you're that hyped up. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't get me wrong, like if these people have like a history or like a rivalry or whatever, like there's a different storyline for that. But the fact that you like go over randomly, you fucking sprint across a venue, knock a monitor over. knock a monitor over, and then get in somebody's grill mix and just be like, fuck you, you fucking suck. Dude, if that dude got tapped on the chin, he'd be the first one to call the cops.
Oh yeah, 100%. Dude, I mean, like there were leagues designed for that in Counter-Strike. Like Flashpoint was created to be a like less strict, less regulated type of a league for Counter-Strike,
Right.
because they wanted to create those narratives. Like, you know, the Call of Duty narratives that have like rivalries between teams.
Yeah.
Flashpoint wanted to create those narratives between Counter-Strike teams, and it worked to middling success because the first season and a half was like poor teams invited.
Yeah.
But like now we're in the middle of the online era, so they can't do LANs. Once LANs pick back up, I think Flashpoint is going to be like an actual tournament organization that's going to be worth watching again.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have some top tier talent in there actually creating legitimate rivalries between each other.
Yeah.
Blast Premier did something similar right when they launched too. They had teams sitting across from each other, and it was just you're staring down at them like the whole fucking time.
You staggered. Like,
And I like the
like,
intensity. I love that stuff. I mean, when we were at fucking DreamHack Montreal, when I think it was Immortals and another, what was it? Who was the dude that got?
It was Immortals and North, I think.
Yeah, and so they were talking shit, like they were like got into it, when jawing at each other the entire time. Love that stuff. Don't get me wrong. That's part of the reason why we watch sports.
Until they got DQ'd.
Until they got DQ'd.
forget being too hungover.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. That's like part of the stuff that I love to see in sports. Like I love to see the fire. I love to see the passion. But like, don't be an asshole and go out of your way to be like unprofessional. Like I think there's a level where if you're an NFL player or you're an NBA player, and there's an acceptable level of shit talk that you could get in somebody's face or whatever, and then still like dap them up at the end of the game, and that's like it's like you get it's like a competitive spirit. There's a lot of fire there.
I used to play sports against friends all the fucking time growing up.
Hated each other when you were playing.
Legitimate. That's exactly how it was. You fucking hate each other while you
100%.
play, but at the end it's like, all right, cool. Like, what are you doing this weekend?
But this type of shit,
that's
but this
exactly
type
how
of
it
shit
was.
where it was like they go back and forth, and then there was like a video of some dude like outside of his hotel room being like, I knew they weren't going to do shit. I knew they were going to do, because this shit is not real life.
Yeah.
You're playing a fucking game, okay? It doesn't make a difference how fucking jacked up you get. You're going to end up at, like, if you're a pro, maybe you end up at the same after party and you hug it out and you're just like, dude, good game. Like, we fucking GG's. You know what I mean? Like, that's the competitive fucking spirit. And it's the same thing. We talked about it with Ninja, where he gets, like, all into it and he gets, like, fucking swept up in it and he's talking cash shit. But at the same time, like, 9 times out of 10, if he's playing with another guy who's another, like, high-profile streamer or somebody he knows, like, it's, they're back to business the next, like, as soon as the match is over. And that's part of the reason why, like, competitive anything is great.
There's a difference between being passionate about what you do and being a fucking moron.
Yeah.
This is on the latter.
Yeah.
They were morons.
Fucking
like,
dickhead.
If you're for real about what you do, you don't want to do anything that could potentially jeopardize your ultimate goal, which if you're competing, like I said, some part of your mind wants to be a pro or play at the next level. So if you were really passionate about it, you wouldn't jeopardize that by a little fucking argument back and forth.
Yep.
That obviously wasn't going to go anywhere.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get violent. There's no reason to get in people's faces. Like, there's no reason to do that shit. Because the second that you get the wrong one, like a dude that you don't know, and you get swung on.
You talk shit to the one wrong person.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. And then you ruin the fucking scene for everybody. Then you go, that venue, especially for the amateur scene, that venue doesn't do COD shit anymore. That whole, maybe that's the one spot in like a fucking 25-mile radius that does like amateur COD tournaments. They don't host shit ananymore. The city doesn't let them host it.
And even if there is, your team isn't welcome back.
Yep.
Because
You just tanked your whole local scene right there.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What are you gonna do? Just play video games, man. Have
Play
fun.
video games, man.
Be passionate. Have fun. Just play video games, man. Dominic, my friend, do we have any voicemails?
So before we do that, I wanted to, a little bonus topic, maybe a little game. Maybe we play this a little bit in the future, maybe not. So I saw a video that you posted, which was some guy, bald dude, who was doing the monologue from the Modern Warfare trailer. And it got me thinking that I feel like the three of us, we talk funny sometimes, but I feel like we could be pretty good voice actors if we tried.
Yeah.
And so
I've looked into it. I've definitely looked into it before.
So I have selected three. I've selected 3 excerpts from games. They're games that both of you know, especially for you guys. And I'm thinking maybe in the future, maybe we have the chat or like people who listen give us some excerpts to do like some table reads.
that.
to do some table reads and like completely sight unseen. Like maybe it's a game you've played before, maybe you haven't. In this case, it is for both of you. So I have them both written down here. So I can either pass my phone around or I can text it. I kind of want to text it to you guys because I don't want to put who it's from. Actually, yeah, I'll just pass it around. It's all right. So Chris, I would like you to go first because I feel like this one's tailor-made for you.
Let's do it.
All right, here you go. This is a new segment on Not Another Gaming Podcast called Table Reads. If you would like to read us to read a monologue or a quote from a video game and test our voice acting chops, please do. And Chris is up first.
Why is this so perfect? Oh, you're fucking all right. It's sarcasm, you fuck. A few weeks ago, I was happily retired, sulking in my swimming pool. My psychotic best friend shows up out of nowhere to torture me over mistakes I made, honest mistakes over a decade ago. Our little posse, are flat fucking broke. But hey, let's go out and spend $2 million on a tandem rotor fucking chopper so I can go steal nerve gas from fucking terrorists. Forgive me, you ignorant fuck, but sarcasm is all I fucking got. Sarcasm and a room full of you cunts.
GTA 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Michael DeSanta from GTA 5.
I knew it as soon as I read it.
Scroll down a little bit and get yours, Bob. Let's put the glasses on.
I feel like I fucking nailed that.
You did. You kind of killed that.
Man, my voice is not fucking... My voice is too deep for this.
That's all right.
Let's go to the sea before sunrise. The city lights go out, one by one. The stars fade, then the horizon glows, almost like it's on fire. Ooh. It's kind of rose-colored, right? Oh. First the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter till everything glows. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I want to suck your dick right now after that.
Hey, I've been looking at the voice actor for a little bit now. You know, anyway, get any jobs out there for me? Let me know. I'm looking to quit mine.
That was Titus from Final Fantasy X, and this was the same monologue that was from that video that I really wanted to do because I just wanted to drop Oz all over it.
Hold on, do it. This is a big one.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong, and somewhere in the shadows, they send us in to find them. Bravo 6, going dark.
Damn, I like this. We gotta keep doing this.
We'll keep doing it.
Damn.
I think it was Rockin' 505 said, Bob, can you narrate my life?
Give me scripts. I'll fucking...
That's it. Give me the scripts.
Give me scripts and pay me, actually. I'm, again, looking to quit my job.
So yeah, if you guys have any, that's a new segment called Table Reads. If you guys have any gaming quotes or monologues that you'd like us to read, send them in. I don't know how you do that. Just send them to Dom at wickedgoodgaming.com and I'll
send them in Discord
or in Discord too. That's also totally fine. All right, so voicemails. You guys want to listen to voicemails?
Yes, sir.
I think we have another ad read we could do.
Oh, we do. Yeah, do that. We'll
shoot.
the voicemails.
So these voicemails are brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app that eliminates the countless hours of research usually involved with fantasy sports and focuses only on the top tier athletes that have the biggest impact on the game. All you have to do is choose 5 out of the 10 available player props or 10 out of 20 if you're playing an NFL game to build your lineup. Each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win a share of the prize pool. It is literally that simple. Thrive has awarded over $3 million in cash prizes to date. So to start raking in the dough, use promo code WGG when you sign up today, and you will receive an instant $50 match on your first deposit of $50 or more. So get started today using pro WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app or App Store or Google Play Store or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, that promo code is WGG, so go download and prop up with us today. Now, some voicemails.
That's right, folks. It's voicemail time. 617-701-7678. give us a call. We'll leave a voicemail, and we'll listen to it live on the show. Nora is cyberbullying the shit out of Chris right now and said, why are y'all making Chris do the ad reads?
I mean,
he's hosting this.
yeah, I have to. I have no choice. I have to do this.
Absolutely not. All right, first voicemail, here we go.
Hey boys, it's Coleman here, kind of living with a weekly question for you guys. Hope everything's going well for everybody on the podcast. Great episode as always. One thing I wanted to ask you, with Memorial Day coming up this weekend, what is going to be going down on the grill for you guys? And also, what is going to be the drink in hand for this weekend? Hope everyone has a great weekend and a great Friday coming up tomorrow. Thank you guys as always. Let me know.
I fucking love Coleman, man. Every single time, I just feel like good just listening to him.
He's a nice guy.
I
Real
just
nice
feel like
guy.
good listening to him. For me, I'm gonna be firing up the smoker. You guys more than welcome to come by. I'm thinking about getting like just 2 massive racks of ribs. Doing a nice little bourbon glaze, bourbon wood pellets on there. We're gonna have them probably on there for like 5-6 hours, something like that. And then there's like vanilla honey bourbon glaze that I came up with the last time I made the ribs, and they came out unbelievable. So we're gonna do that. Sheesh. And then probably put some other stuff on the grill. I got the patio. The patio is freshly landscaped, so we get the smoker on one side, the grill on the other, and I'll probably do like burgers and dogs and shit like that. And as far as what kind of drink is going to be in my hand, it's probably going to be somewhere between a dozen and 2 dozen Miller Lights. So, what about you?
Well, I'm a simple guy when it comes to the grill, because usually if you're barbecuing, you're drinking, and kind of you just want to eat something, you just want to kind of scoff something down. So I'm a burgers and sausage kind of guy. You know, maybe I'll mix in a couple of glizzies. A little mustard on it, maybe, you know. But I'm a big hot Italian sausage, some peppers and onions, a little yellow mustard on it, and then a burger. If you want to spice things up, you go a little like maybe barbecue sauce on the burger. It reminds you of like a rodeo burger from Burger King. You know, rest in peace. I don't think they have those anymore. Fucking
I don't
sad.
know. I haven't had fucking Burger King since high school, I don't think.
I have to get that on the way home.
And as for what I'm going to be drinking, I'll probably take some blue cans for a ride. Shout out Bud Light. Take some blue cans. Lots of them, Bob.
This might not surprise anybody, but I'll eat just about anything that's grilled.
We should have a gasp noise.
Yeah, I'll eat anything that's fucking grilled. You grill a meat and I'll fucking eat it. I don't care.
True.
I had Portuguese neighbors growing up, and like I was friends with their family, and they used to do full pig roasts, and it was fucking unbelievable. It like getting to taste the food from their culture was fucking incredible. Like pig snout, pig ear.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it's fucking bomb. It's just chewy hot dog.
Yeah.
See, like I would eat it, but I don't want to see the whole ass pig and have to like rip it apart.
Like, cut it in little
that
pieces.
freaks me out. Just like I won't look. Just put it on a plate.
Little chorizo.
You cook up some meat for me and I'll fucking eat it. Doesn't matter what it is.
That's right. 100%.
As for booze, I always like to start off my summer with Leinenkugels.
Ooh, some shandies.
I like some nice
okay.
shandies. Like I can only drink them once every couple of weekends because it's just like I feel like they're too sugary and there's too much like weight behind them. I want to get you know what I haven't had in a while, a good land shark.
Ooh.
A good land shark
Love
with some
land
limes in
chops.
them. Fuck with some land sharks too.
I like where we're going.
Some lamb chops.
I could fuck with some lamb chops.
Lamb
too.
chops, some land sharks, you know, a couple of
Tomato.
you know, listen, who's to say? Here we go. This voicemail, I think, is just this no volume. Yep. All right. Well, whoever left this voicemail, I can't hear it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
caller.
much, though.
Thank you, anonymous caller.
The thought was there.
Hey, Wicked Gaming guys, it's Brylan. I just wanted to say hi. Hope y'all are doing well. Enjoying this nice weather we're having here in Wisconsin. But I did want to hear from y'all because recently they announced that Legends of the Hidden Temple is going to come back
Called it.
in an adult version.
Called it.
I don't think that means it's going to be risque, but I did want to hear from y'all if y'all were going to bring back one of the original Legends of the Hidden Temple events. What would be the adult spin you would put on it? Ooh. All right. Bob, thanks for joining us on the review this week.
Always.
Can't wait to post that and see everybody hear how angry you are at Army of the Dead. Y'all take care.
I got fucking mad. I like legitimately got upset.
Can't wait for everybody to hear how angry you are.
I got
And
really
it's-
fucking mad. And the thing was, like, my anger, like, permeated into Blewett. And Blewett was like, I was actually pretty neutral about this
Yeah,
until
he's
you started-
normally not that angry of a person.
Right. And he was
at
like,
all.
I was really neutral about this until you started pointing out all these things, and now I'm fucking mad about
Yeah.
it too. And I was like, right? It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. So
side note, I jammed my arm in the door today. My car door, it like swung and hit me. And it hurts so fucking bad right now.
you married?
No.
me kiss
I
you.
don't
Put an ice cold beer on it.
on
By the
left.
way, so I called Legends of the Hidden Temple would be getting rebooted.
Yeah.
I called it in October of last year. Literally pulled it out of nowhere. I said, you know
Just-
what? Legends of the Hidden Temple needs to come back. This is a game show from a generation's past that I'm sure everybody our age would fall in love with once again, but they're going to have to change it up. I expected them to put it into like a video game format, but they're bringing it back into a more adult-oriented game show.
Yep.
So, again, do we have a Zoltan Bob sound?
I
here?
uploaded it into the drive. Is it there?
I don't think it's on there.
Chris.
I don't know what noise
I have
that was.
the
It was the boo.
I have the sound effect is up there. I made the sound effect. It's in
Whatever.
the thing.
I called this fucking in October of last year. I said it was happening. Again, I create these fucking narratives. I speak it, it happens.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I say what happened. I say what's going to happen. The world says, you know what? It rises up behind me and it says, you're right. It is going to happen, and it's going to happen. And what they're going to do with the adult-oriented, part of it, I think they're going to try to address like our generation's nature of like lighthearted, probably throw in some maybe alcohol involved in it. I think like if they're going to make it adult based, you want the fucking people our age who grew up watching Legends in the Hidden Temple to like get drawn back into it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm trying to think of like what they could do game wise. Like they can't go back. I don't think they go back to the original format of like,
Where they go down the steps.
Yeah.
And they do the thing.
I think it needs to be more creative.
Yeah, so part of me would love to see them keep the same questions where it's like almost like a "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" type thing, where it's like a bunch of millennials, like 25 to 30-year-old people who are like, like a really basic history question or something like that. But I think, if I remember correctly, a lot of these questions fed into like the mystery of like the episode or something like that, where
Yeah.
there was like, you know what I mean? So I would love to have them like just ask like basic history questions or math questions or something like that, just to see if like these like 25 or 30-year-old
How many people were on the team? Was it 2 or 3?
Two each. Two
Okay.
each.
Sorry, Chris. If we ever get invited to Legends of the Hidden Temple, the adult version,
That's fine. No,
Purple
you guys
Parrots.
play.
I think Dom and I have to.
Okay, I'm just saying, like,
You'd be the hype man. You could tweet it while we do.
Yeah, you could tweet about it.
I know you're gonna go with Dom for the knowledge standpoint, but like, from the physical standpoint, like,
Yeah, we have Bob.
Yeah.
I mean, like out of us two, like if you had a pick,
Chris would actually accidentally put the fucking silver monkey together, like by
Upside
accident.
down.
He would try to
No,
like,
It'd be upside down.
yeah, it'd be upside down.
I think I'd be an asset to that team, but I will sit this one out.
We'll do purple parrots.
Sure,
No, Blue Barracudas.
Well, I'm just saying because we have purple in the logo. So I'm
Lobo
sure it is.
Jim.
I hate you so much. What event would you like to see on Legends of the Hidden Temple, Chris?
I think you do a bunch of mazes that people have to run through, but you have to do dizzy bat before every like heat every like portion.
It's called a heat.
Yes,
Heap up.
every heat of
Heap up Anonymous?
the maze you have to do a dizzy bat. So by the end you're like 5 bears deep. But I think I agree with Dom from like a question standpoint. I think they just try to check how stupid we are as a generation. Ask like basic.
I think our generation is the last intelligent generation.
That's true.
I guarantee if you ask, I don't know, call it 200 samples, how many of the original colonies were there? I guarantee 75% of people won't be able to get it.
Restate the question.
Like in the United States, the original
Original
13 colonies,
Oh,
I guarantee like people couldn't answer that. I've seen like man on the street type shit in New York where people walk up to people like, hey, you'll win $100.
Yeah, they do like,
if
yeah.
you can like tell me this simple thing, like who invented the light bulb? And everyone's like, oh, I don't
well,
know.
there's
man.
controversy behind that though. People say it wasn't actually Thomas Edison.
shouldn't have said that. I apologize. All right, sorry.
Well, we're giving away all the answers for Legends of the Hidden
There was,
Temple.
I need booze.
Someone created, I can't remember the name of the person, but they created the DC current light bulb.
It was Angus Young.
Was it?
No, that's a guy from
Angus Young is a
ACDC.
fucking-
Is he from ACDC?
No, yeah. He fucking, whoever it was created the DC current for light bulbs, for electricity. And then Thomas Edison took it, switched it up a little bit, and made the AC current. And that's what we use today.
It was like the Zuckerberg back then.
Yes, that's actually, that's exactly what it was.
It's this is exactly like National Treasure 2 when Benjamin Franklin Gates gets framed by the dude who's like the great grandson of John Wilkes Booth, who said like he was actually innocent. It's fucking revisionist history, and I'm not gonna have it. I don't know. I got nothing else to say about that, but I can't wait for National Treasure 3, and
This
I'm
is
a
why
big
you
Nick
need me on
Cage
the
guy.
team. That's why you need me on the team.
100%.
Good luck, boys.
Because not only do I have the fucking brains, but I also get the fucking cannons.
You know what I'm
End the
saying?
show. All right, time
We're gonna
to
put that
land.
silver monkey together. We're fucking mashing them shits together. There's no question about it. But listen, all I'm saying is, what a premise for a film where like it's like, hey, what if the great grandson of John Wilkes Booth was just like, nah, he didn't shoot him. I was like, where the fuck does his brains go then? You just blow him out of his nose?
Hey, I mean,
Nah, I didn't do it.
Spontaneous combustion.
Free John Wilkes Booth. He didn't do shit.
He didn't do shit.
I mean, some Saturday mornings I blow my brains out of my nose.
Oh my god.
Lee Harvey Oswald, free the man. Free the man. Let him out.
Free the real. Free the real. Cool. That's all the for voicemails.
All right, so without further ado, good people, it is now time to land the train.
What is it? Just a podcast theme?
No,
It's the land.
yeah.
Send it. There you go.
Good enough. Dom, what do you got?
Hey, it's me, your pal Dom, and I would like to shout out everybody that's listening to the podcast right now. And I value all of you. You're all my special little treasures, and I just, would love to just snuggle all of you. And I can't wait for COVID-19 to cease to exist tomorrow so that we can all kiss, like as friends.
I've been available to kiss since February.
We're here, baby. I'm here. Listen, we don't know. They don't know what happens when the cameras go off. Big shout out to Deserto. We get some really cool promotional shit on the way. We get some really cool live event shit going on. June 6th, June 12th. Mark your fucking calendars because we're there, baby. And we're going to be talking about influencers. We're going to be talking about boxers. We're going to be talking about not ever wearing the same pair of boxers twice. All that good shit. All that good shit.
We'll be talking about shirtless people who all look the same.
You know what I'm saying? All that. We're talking
Like us
about
three.
biting other lips. Yeah,
Yep.
if we took all of our shirts off right now, you'd be like, who is who?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Who would do
Because
this?
we all have washboard
I mean,
abs.
you can probably tell because I'm rocking a sweater underneath this.
Yeah, but like you still have the 8-pack, as we
Yeah.
all do.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
but it's
like
covered up by
Yeah.
a fucking
Zangief.
2.5 inches of thick hair.
Zangief.
2 C's. Bob, what do you got?
So shout out to the Down in Front podcast and all the homies for letting me come on again. I recorded with them on Monday. We talked about Army of the Dead. I got really upset because now I'm so fucking mad at Zack Snyder for fucking that movie up. It had so much potential, and I am really upset. However, I think the podcast came out fucking awesome. I think it was a really fun show that we did, and I think the episode that they release is going to be really good. So stay tuned for that. Down in Front podcast. Make sure you stay up to date with their episodes because the Army of the Dead one will be coming out relatively soon, I believe. YouTube wise, all we have is Butters comment. What a great dude helping people in times of need. I don't know what that's in relation to, but shout out to you, Butters.
As for what I have nothing besides shout out to the good people that are listening to this. Shout out to the good people over at Dexerto, which is now our home. And shout out to Manscaped for sending us this beautiful flag. Looks incredible. The wall is not completely bare. And shout out to Vamby, WGG Vamby, part of the stream team, who bought us a really, really sick piece of art for up on the wall. It's like an LED. I don't want to ruin what it is just yet, but it will be probably.
I mean, I tweeted it.
Up. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I tweeted. I
Well, you guys will see it next week. It'll be up here. But yeah, that's all we got. If you want to keep up with us on socials, it is at Wicked Good Gaming on everything. Besides Twitter, it is at Wicked Good Games. Check out the YouTubes, youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. Check out the written content at wickedgoodgaming.com. And if you're looking for the podcast, don't know where to find it, I'm going to tell you right now. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Radio.com, iHeartRadio, Ghana, everywhere. Everywhere you can find podcasts, we are there. And if we're not, just let us know, and we will get there. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in for episode 234 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love you so much, and we will see you next week.
Fight!
Damn.